good enough? Okay. Alright, now I'm back in the saddle here, and I got Missy again. And just like in anything else, when you get ready for a ride, you want to do some stretching for yourself a little bit, and you want to kind of do a little bit of soft walk and maybe a little light trot to kind of get your horse's muscles warmed up and get the bones lubricated and all that good stuff. It's kind of windy today, and it just seems like every time we try to do a shoot we got wind, but we're in such an open area, you know, the wind is part of it. And this is what the horse has to really adjust to when you're getting ready to do the trail riding. They live in it, but when you're on their back, it gives them a different sense of the wind. They're more aware, more acute of what's going on. As you saw, we were just walking up, coming up towards the camera, and if you notice that a couple of times I kind of reached over here and just rubbed Missy on the neck. That's to let her know that she's doing the right thing for me, and that is just to walk right now, because I just want to loosen her up and get those muscles warmed up for her. And you can see right now she's standing really good. She's gotten really good at standing for me. You see the head starting to drop down a little bit, and a couple of minutes, maybe not even that, after I'd stopped her, she took a nice sigh. So she's telling me a lot of things, that she's starting to get more and more relaxed with what we're doing and more comfortable, and she has a better understanding of what I'm asking her. And I'm not going to ask her anything that is going to make her uncomfortable unless I've worked with her on it first. So that's why it's taken a little bit of time to get this next video going for the trot, as we had a couple of things that we just couldn't get it down right. So a lot of preparation goes into this. It's not just all of a sudden me coming up in front of the camera and doing this stuff. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. She's getting very receptive. I don't lunge her prior to riding her, because her adrenaline kick is up there so high that if I get her into lunging, when I get up in the saddle, she's all hyper and ready to go. And that's going to be our next segment, will be cantering. But I got to get her to where she doesn't have that adrenaline kick in so fast and so long. So I have to work with her on that, and that'll probably be another couple of months before we have another video with her. But anyway, this video, again, like I mentioned earlier before, is going to be from the trail to the barn. And I just want to kind of cover over a little bit of the trot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you front, and I'm going to show you back. And I want you to really kind of look at where her head is, what my body is doing, and basically I'm going to do what we call pedaling. And what that is that when this left shoulder moves forward, my left foot's going to move forward. And you can do that with your arm. You can go like this, or you can go like that. And what I do with that is exaggerate it, so that she can really feel that I'm trying to get in tune with her body and really go in fluid motion with her body. And it gives them a lot more confidence, because they feel like you're not bouncing around all over their back, and also it helps maintain their balance too. So I'm going to do some pedaling. Sometimes you might see me with my feet going forward, or I might even use my arms going forward. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to where I started, and then I'm going to come back towards the camera into a trot, and then you can see what I'm talking about. And also, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last DVD, but when I train, I like using a hackamore. And the reason being is I know I'm going to have to put pressure on it. I mean, I do a lot of preparation on the ground to teach the horse how to bend, how to bring its neck around, lateral flexion, and all that good stuff. But I don't like using the bit. I like using the hackamore, because I don't like being on their mouth. And it's not that they don't feel pressure, or they won't feel pressure when I train them, but it won't be on the mouth. And it's not that she can't take a bit. She will take a bit. But I prefer hackamore anytime, because I can still get the same result as I would with the bit. And I'm just more comfortable with the hack, that's all. So that's my preference. But if you're a new rider, beginning rider, getting into horses and stuff, I bet would probably be your best bet. If you see any of these guys that do training videos, they'll always pretty much have a bit in their mouth. I'm just different. That's just the way I like it. I want my horse to be as comfortable as possible. Okay, so I'm going to head on back, and then we're going to go into a trot. We'll probably do it a couple times, and coming at you, and then coming away from you. All right. Okay, so that went pretty good. A little bit of a rough start, and I'm not going to do a lot of editing to show you that I make mistakes or that she makes mistakes. I'm not going to edit that, because you need to know that we're not perfect, and you're going to see some inequities, and that's okay, because that's all part of horsemanship. There's going to be some days that everything goes right, and there's going to be some days that everything goes wrong. So that's all part of it. So you notice that we kind of got a little bit of a late start, getting into a trot. She didn't move right into it, but we're still in the training mode. So I never get upset with my horse, and I never will get upset even if I'm not in the training mode, because I want them to be relaxed and comfortable. And if I start yelling at them and getting upset with them, then they're going to start to fall apart, and then I might as well quit training, because it's not going to be effective.